welcome back to the Compliance Kitchen podcast. Today I have an update on some export restrictions and also sanctions. This is actually from about mid-December of 21. The State Department issued a press release, and also the Commerce Department followed up on it. So this is in regards to certain Chinese companies connected to the Chinese surveillance tech sector. So according to the State Department's press release, private companies in China, in China's defense and surveillance technology sectors, are actively facilitating China's government's efforts to persecute ethnic and religious minorities. So this is a topic that's been in the news now for a while, and these actions include the installation of, for example, thousands of neighborhood police kiosks, widespread placement of surveillance cameras, collection of biometric data for identification purposes, and more intrusive monitoring of internet use in China. And so to counter this, the State Department imposed investment restrictions on these 8 companies that they identified as being part of this surveillance process. And so they have either operated or operate or control entities that operate in the defense and related surveillance technology sector. The State Department noted that these 8 companies actively support the surveillance and tracking of members of ethnic and religious minority groups in China, predominantly these being the Muslims, the Muslim Uyghurs in the Xinjiang region in China. So the release tells us that one of the listed companies developed customized software that supposedly recognizes specific ethnic minorities, including Tibetans and Uyghurs, and alerts authorities when it locates these people. Another one of these companies that were identified produces software that includes a transcription and translation tool for the Uyghur language, so that authorities can scan residents' devices for criminal content. Some of the identified companies have exported surveillance technologies of this nature to other countries that have poor human rights records. So the 8 companies that the State Department called out were CloudWalk Technology Company Limited, Dawning Information Industry Company Limited, Leon Technology Company Limited, Megvi Technology Limited, NetPosa Technologies Limited, SZDJI Technology Company Limited, Xiamen Maya Pico Information Company Limited, and E2 Limited. So if any of these ring a bell for you guys and you need to look at them closely, I have, of course, a post on compliancekitchen.com where you can see the names of these companies and the Treasury Department's release, since these were listed, explaining that U.S. persons will be prohibited from purchasing or selling certain publicly traded securities connected with these listed entities, as described in the Executive Order 13959 as amended. So I have a link to the Treasury Department's release on the website as well, if that's helpful. And the U.S. also added 37 new entities to the Commerce Department's entity list for acting contrary to the U.S. national security or foreign policy initiatives. According to the release, these 37 companies include the Academy of Military Medical Sciences and its 11 research institutes, which they focused on using biotechnology to support the Chinese military. The Chinese pursuit of emerging biotech to support future military applications, and military modernization, of course, raises serious concerns. And so I, again, have the Commerce Department's as well press release on compliancekitchen.com if you want to take a closer look at the names of those 37 entities, since now there will be obviously export restrictions connected with them being added on the Commerce Department's entity list.